When I review mobile phones, I generally like to start from an unboxing, but this time I just couldn't resist. And to be honest with you, I wanted to test the main feature of this phone, which clearly is the battery. Well, I'm happy to report that I'm really impressed with it, and therefore I've now decided to do a full review for this phone. Let me just get back a couple of steps. The phone was received very well packaged, and of course you had protective screens at the front and at the back. I've also received a box with a power brick inside, so it's a British power brick with a 3-pin system, and it's a 9-volt 3 ampere power brick, so it does charge the beefy battery very quickly. It takes about 2.5 hours to charge it from flat to fully charged. This comes with a 10,000 mAh battery, and that was the main reason why I bought it. Inside the box there is also clear cover, SIM card tool, instruction manual, screen protector, very cool USB cable, and this is a Type-C, LTE adapter, and headphone adapter. Getting back on the phone, I really like the design. As you can see, the back has a sort of a glass effect and with a very interesting coloring system. 2 cameras, 16 megapixel and 5 megapixel, and fingerprint reader. The position of the fingerprint reader I would have preferred potentially at the bottom over here. It's quite easy potentially to cover the cameras, but just a situation of getting used to it. With regards to responsiveness, it's very good. It does get my finger very quickly, and it comes on within a quarter of a second, I would say. The screen is 6 inches. Viewing angles are really good. The brightness is fantastic as well, and the color saturation is brilliant. It is a 720p and not a 1080, but I didn't notice any problem with that, and everything looks absolutely fantastic with that. We have the volume rocker and the power button on the left hand side, which is a bit more unusual than most phones, but I really like that design feature. It makes it stand out from the crowd, and in particular the power button has a texture feel which I really like. The SIM card tray is on the right and is on the top part of it. At the bottom we have of course the USB connector and what it looks like a dual speaker system, but it's actually a single one. But in fairness, it plays very well, the frequencies are good, the volume is very good. One thing to consider though, if you're holding the phone this way, you'll end up potentially covering it. One easy solution is just to turn the phone around and the problem is sorted. On the volume front, we can probably play something very quickly, and there we go. The free see-through case that is provided with the phone really does a good job to protect it. It fits very well, of course, all the ports are nice and clear, and it doesn't stop actually the design of the phone from coming through. When it comes to size, there is no hiding away and the phone is definitely huge. Compared to my 5.5 inches previous model, you can see that the dimensions are quite similar to the front, but when you put it side to side and you realize that the battery part that is 10,000 mAh does make a huge difference. However, that is the main feature of the phone and is the reason why I bought it. I tend to play a lot of games while I'm commuting on the train or on the bus, and then I need to use the phone also while I'm at work. And that's why a phone with a dual SIM card system and with a huge battery is exactly what I was after. And this is way less than £200, so it's definitely a bargain. On the gaming front, this phone is also incredibly well balanced. It has an Octa Core processor, 4GB of RAM, and it comes with 64GB of storage already installed. If I want extra storage, there is always the possibility of putting an extra micro SD card in it, but personally I went for the dual SIM card system. Before we test the camera, I also want to run Antutu for you, so at least you can see some of the characteristics and the benchmarks of the phone itself. This phone is not going to break any record, guys, but let's be honest, for less than £200 it's incredibly well balanced, it has a massive battery, the screen is fantastic, the sound is very good, it plays any games you throw at it, and personally I really like it. I've just taken a couple of sample pictures outside and now I'm filming just to see the resolution also while we are inside. I'm making a video now and I will post it online for you guys. I've just taken a couple of sample pictures outside and now I'm filming just to see the resolution also while we are inside. I'm making a video now and I will post it online for you guys. Just a quick test on the video. As you can see, it seems that the phone is dealing very well also with different lighting conditions. Customization of the phone, it has been kept to a minimum. The icons are slightly different, but the rest is pretty much a sort of a standard Android system, and this has Android 7.0 on it. With regards of the tray, it doesn't have a tray system at the bottom. It just keeps the icons where they are, but you can of course create folders wherever you want, and to me it works incredibly well. And of course, as you can see from the phone itself, it is smooth, it is very responsive, and it is incredibly quick.